Good day, everybody. It's meteorologist Mark Molnar. Thank you for joining me for this edition of Weather Eastern. We have a lot to talk about with damaging wind, large hail, isolated tornado potential here into the northeast for your Saturday, into parts of the southeast. We'll break all that down for you, see the time frame we're looking at, and there's going to be a major severe weather outbreak across parts of the southern plains, Texas and Louisiana for your Monday. We're going to break that all down for you, have complete model analysis, show you the outlined areas where I think the biggest threat of severe weather will occur, what ingredients are going to come together, and let's get into all that. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and guess what? Question or comment down below. I love to read your questions or comments. Let's get the conversation going. Smash that like button, share the video, and as always, there's timestamps down below if you wish to skip ahead. Let's get into it. All right, taking a look at severe outlook here for your Saturday. Take a look at this. The severe weather threat has pretty much moved to the East Coast here. We are dealing with a vigorous upper level trough here with this area of low pressure, and we're going to be dealing with damaging wind, large hail, and possibly an isolated tornado, especially here in eastern Pennsylvania. So as the daytime heating really takes effect, we get that clearing, we're going to have this slight risk of severe thunderstorms. Definitely watch out here in upstate New York, eastern Pennsylvania, and parts of New Jersey, and then from eastern North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia as well. Let's get into the particulars. All right, so taking a look at what SPC's put out here, it's pretty much agreeing with my map for the most part. Syracuse, Binghamton, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Harrisburg, Philadelphia, west of New York City here. This area, this is where you're going to see damaging wind, large hail. I mean, if you take a look at the graphic here, we have about a 2% chance of a tornado here Saturday afternoon into the evening hours into the green zone here. So hail is going to be a big component here as well, 5% into this large area of New York, Pennsylvania, eastern Maryland, New Jersey. Wind is going to be the bigger story, though, damaging straight line wind with a squall line that will be developing here across New York and Pennsylvania during the afternoon hours. 15% chance of damaging wind. So, you know, if we head into the southeast here, you can get the idea. There's a slight risk here in southeastern Georgia, South Carolina, and then, you know, a marginal risk continuing northeastward here. However, here's the big wild card. Take a look at this. Let's get into the south central part. This is for Monday. This is going to be a big day across the southeast. Damaging wind, large hail, isolated or tornadoes, a big threat probably. This is going to be a big day here. Dallas, Linden, Texas, Houston, western Louisiana. Would not be surprised if this is upgraded to a moderate risk. Look at the probabilistic area here in the hatch zone into the red zone. This is where the big problem is going to lie. 30% chance at any given point of a damaging wind, a hail event, tornado event. This is pretty big here in eastern Texas. Let's take a look at the models. All right, so if we're going into the northeast here, we're going to look at the simulated radar of the NAM, basically the 3-kilometer here. Look at this. So we put this into motion. We start to have some, here's the upper level low back here. So you have some of the showers across northern Ohio, but here is the big story. See these convection lines firing? This is right around, of course, the noon time. You can see as we put this into motion, we have linear lines developing here in the Finger Lakes, central Pennsylvania. This is the line you're going to want to watch as we head into the late afternoon, early evening. Some of these cells along this line could get pretty strong, damaging wind, large hail, and some of them, once they reach the Susquehanna River Valley, could rotate. So we could have an isolated tornado as well. The low will be right over the lower Finger Lakes here, right around Cayuga Lake. Look at that strong line of thunderstorms developing from Elmira all the way down to Harrisburg here. This is just, you know, late afternoon, right around between 4 and 6 p.m. This is where things could get pretty big around the Binghamton area, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, east of Harrisburg here, heading into the Poconos, Catskills, and eventually further east. You can see these stronger cells continue after dark here, some of these becoming nocturnal, damaging wind, large hail. Tornado threat will be diminishing by then. As you can see, as we approach midnight tonight, Saturday night, you can see it kind of really fizzles out here at this point because you lose the daytime heating and most of the energy dynamics move up here and the low starts to fill in to the northeast. And as we spread this into Sunday here, Sunday, you start to get some of these rain showers mixing with snow showers back towards Cleveland, Erie, Buffalo. There won't be any accumulation really out of this, though. You know, maybe some bursts of very wet snow, and some of that works in later Sunday here into the northeast. The higher elevations are on Binghamton and Albany. So if we head into the mid-Atlantic region, let's take a look at what this has in store. There's a diminished risk here. There's going to be some stable air moving into D.C., just north of Norfolk. Norfolk, I think you might have the chance of getting some strong storms. There's most of the dynamics up there in Pennsylvania. You can see there's not much activity here along the coastline here. So most of this, if we back this up, your best chance, there's from noon hour, 1, 2 p.m., 3 p.m. here across eastern South Carolina and North Carolina. And then your window of opportunity diminishes. You see there's some linear segments here, but they're not going to get really that big come later in the day. So, and then, of course, let's see if we can go out to Monday's event here in the south central part of Texas here. Take a look at this. Look at this. So we move this into Monday. So look at this. This is going to be a big mess. This is right around noontime on Monday. Look at this. Dallas, Fort Worth. All of these cells, especially in the southern component, a lot of these cells will become severe. And this is just going to be one big mess because you got the Gulf moisture coming from the south. You got this big low pressure with associated cold front, potential dry line developing here in West Texas as well. That will fire off some of these stronger thunderstorms back west here. But look at this. This is just going to be a mess. And any of these storms could start to rotate as this low pressure kicks right across the Dallas-Fort Worth area. This is by about 5, 6, 7 p.m. here. Look at this. And that's the end of our model here, but look at that. Strong to severe thunderstorms across northeast Texas here. Let's take a look at the rapid refresh model. This is only going to be for the northeast because this only goes out not very far. So if we take a look at the northeast here, let's put this into motion. Rapid refresh. There it is. See those stronger cells here in the northeast? This is right around, 4, 5, 6 p.m. here. Stronger cells moving through the Binghamton, Elmira area. So there you have it. This is going to be quite a quick severe weather outbreak here into the northeast for your Saturday. All right, now let's take a look at CAPE, the convective available potential energy. Right around starting at noon here across the northeast, we start to see CAPE values approaching between 500 and 700. That's all you need with a trigger like this to the west to really spark some of these stronger thunderstorms. As you can see, look at this. We start to approach values around 1,000 here. Harrisburg up towards Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Binghamton, you're getting up towards 600. This is about the 3, 4, 5 p.m. time frame. That is your maximum zone and maximum daytime surface heating. This is where you're going to get this narrow line of convection that really starts to develop some of these stronger wind gust, hail, and potential an isolated tornado. So mainly across eastern Pennsylvania into upstate New York, south central part of upstate New York here. So you can see that quickly diminishes. So some of these storms will have a hard time making it into the Hudson Valley, so to speak, especially towards the evening and the overnight hours. But we still could have some stronger cells. Watch the Albany area. Some of these may hold together and produce damaging wind gusts. So if we head into the southeast here really quick, mid-Atlantic, let's go into the southeast. That'll give us a better idea. The convective available potential energy, food for the thunderstorms. Look at this. We get this. All this CAPE is pretty much sitting off the coast. You have a chance, a very narrow window, but yeah, it's not going to be a major severe weather outbreak here. And if we look at south central part of the plains, let's just skip ahead to Monday here. Look at this. This is what I wanted to show you. We're starting to get CAPE values over 2,000 here. So this is going to be quite an outbreak for the history books, most likely here for parts of Texas. All right, viewers sending photos and videos. John he's in the Manchester, UK area. His birthday time. Take a look at some of these photos showcasing some very, looks like hazy sunshine across the area. Take a look at those skies. You got a little bit of blue sky, and then you got the layer of haze as well. Leaves still aren't on the trees there, and take a look at that highway view. Nice captures there, John. All right, taking a look at the northeast here for your Saturday. There it is again, the yellow zone. This is where you're going to see the chance of damaging wind, large hail, maybe an isolated tornado, especially in eastern Pennsylvania here for your Saturday, heading up towards the 70s, most areas. Binghamton, Syracuse, maybe Albany right on the edge. New York City's on the edge of the severe as well. Harrisburg, you're into it. State College earlier, you're into it. Wilkes-Barre, Scranton. Maybe potentially Atlantic City, but I think especially the extreme coastal areas here, the marine layer will try to save you with some stabler air. And there's that cold front moving in from the west. This is going to be the big trigger. There's the warm front to the north, so we'll have to watch out for some of those storms to potentially rotate closer to the warm front here. So if we get into your Sunday here, we push this front through, and then we get some scattered lake-enhanced rain showers behind it. Maybe the higher elevations of the Adirondacks and up here in northern New England could get some wet snowflakes mixed in, but nothing major here. And then Monday, we get the next cold front moving through to the north here, but most of the day we'll eke out one more nice day here across the Northeast. 57 in Binghamton, 61 in Scranton, 64 in Atlantic City, and getting up towards 70 here in D.C., but you see the cooler air heading in. Reality is going to set back here across the Northeast. All right, taking a look at this Saturday, your threat here in the Southeast, you have a very narrow window to get some of these severe thunderstorms, particularly around early to mid-afternoon here from Norfolk to Charleston and northern part of Florida, eastern Georgia, the Carolinas. Mainly the coastal areas. This is where the biggest instability will lie before this cold front moves through. Getting into the 80s, however, but look at this behind it. You'll be much cooler. We'll head into Sunday. You have a quiet day. Rest up for it, Texas and Louisiana, because watch what happens here. You're going to have high pressure in control. Only a chance of a stray shower or thunderstorm down towards Miami. Temperatures will be moderating a bit, 60s in Atlanta and 70s down here along the Gulf Coast, and 84 in Tampa. But watch this. This is where things get really problematic here. Dallas, Houston, maybe New Orleans by Monday evening. But look at this. During the day, we're going to have explosive amount of thunderstorms here, and we could be looking at a potential tornado outbreak as well here in Dallas, southeastward. So watch out here. This is going to be the zone. As they say, never trust a warm front. There's going to be, rotating thunderstorms along and ahead of this warm front here. So we may see some problematic weather. We'll hold on to high pressure here in the Carolinas and Georgia and Florida for one more day here. And then your turn will come later Tuesday and Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. I'll have a full update on that as we head into next week. But looking at just a rough time of it here for you Monday. Probably a moderate threat, which is pretty high. And my extended outlook for my hometown viewers, Binghamton to Scranton's upper Susquehanna region of upstate New York and northeast Pennsylvania, and all points along the upper Susquehanna River Basin, Saturday through Wednesday. Take a look at this. 71 for your Saturday. We're dealing with those strong to severe thunderstorms in the Binghamton to Scranton area, mainly between the hours of 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. That's the critical part here. Damaging wind, large hail, maybe an isolated tornado, but those damaging straight-line winds will be the predominant ingredient with these thunderstorms, and those will carry over into Saturday night and end before midnight. Sunday, we will have some scattered lake effect rain showers heading up only towards 46, but that's more closer to this time of normal. Monday, sunny skies, clearing 57. Tuesday, 48 degrees as a cold front moves through. And then Wednesday, we'll see some scattered showers, more closer to seasonable norms, 47. As always, I want to thank you for joining me for this weekend edition of Weather Eastern. As always, don't forget to give my Facebook pages some love. MediaMark, also Weather Northeastern. Also Twitter at Weather Eastern. MediaMark.com, WeatherNortheastern.com. Don't forget, question or comment down below. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.